We're Bronx Soul, and you're watching Block Chronicles. Pedro and I would go and run. We'd run down in Manhattan. And I would complain with the other runners from the Bronx because we were like, everybody else is probably home by now. We still got to transfer one more train just to get home. Why isn't there a running group in the Bronx? That was just for a regular running group. But then a friend of mine, my friend Joy, she sent me an article that showed that the Bronx was the unhealthiest county in the entire state of New York for 6 years at the time straight. So I was venting to Pedro about it, saying, I felt like somebody should do something about it. And then he was like, I thought you were going to start a running group. So I was like, yeah, but that was going to be for runners. But this would have to be a running group for non-runners. Something different that's never been done before. So, and then since he had been taking me out on Bronx history walks, I was like, what do you think about incorporating Bronx history into the runs? So that's what we decided to do.
All right, this is our first stop right here. This used to be Gleason's gym.
Hey guys, we have some guests. They want to also know about the history of the Bronx.
So this is a picture from the 40s of what was here. So the gym was on the second floor. It opened in 1937. It was opened by Robert Peter Gilardi, but he changed his name to Bobby Gleason's, so he could appeal to the Irish people in the community. So he was Italian, but he changed it to an Irish sounding name. So
there was a lot of Irish.
Yeah, there was all Irish. They controlled the Catholic Church, the cops, all the fighters were Irish. So
really?
He changed the name to appeal to them. So it was 50 cents, $2 a month. The dues. His rent was $50 a month, but he couldn't afford it. So he drove a cab to pay his rent.
Oh wow!
For the gym. So it was on the second floor. He had one ring, 6 heavy bags, 6 speed bags, and then some of the boxes that trained here was Jake LaMotta, the Bronx Bull.
Wow.
Cassius Clay. He was in Muhammad Ali at the time.
So he was here, Muhammad?
Yes, he trained here. Well, he was Cassius Clay. All right, who else? We got Rocky Marciano, Benny Paret, Carlos Ortiz, Miles Davis also trained here.
Miles Davis? The musician?
Right there. You see, it says Bobby Gleason's gym. He loved boxing, but he never fought because he wanted to protect his face and his mouth. Yeah. Because that's what he used to play. Yeah. He had an album called Jack Johnson. That's how much he loved boxing. So that's the front of the building.
Who's Jack Johnson, for those who don't know?
He was the first black heavyweight.
And he was knocking everybody out.
Yeah, that was here. Was.
Because some of these places we go to, we have them speak. So when we went to Casa Amadio, he spoke. He came out and told us about his record shop and how he got started and everything. So when we went to Nos Quedamos, a woman there, she came out and she spoke to us. Sometimes we have a speaker and they'll inform us of the history of the organization, the building, the neighborhood, anything like that.
All right, can you read the motto since you like yelling so much?
Should I yell it or should I read it?
You can read it. Read it loud.
Now, whoever has courage, a strong collected spirit in his breast, let him come forward, lace on the gloves, and put up his hand! It's your boy Nova Church. I'm a captain here at Bronx Soul. I'm from the Bronx, born and raised, baby. And we out here. Let's go. It's Liddy City, baby.
How long you been doing Bronx Soul?
I've been with Bronx Soul since almost the beginning, 3 years. And we out here trying to help the community get a little healthier, one step at a time. And when we running, you make that time go a little bit better. What got me into running is looking for activities to keep me in shape and healthy. And once I discovered running and the euphoria you get from it and the challenge to seeing how much you could go, I was up for the challenge. And I feel great when I run, and I feel like I have a good balance of staying healthy because I have to eat a certain way, I have to sleep a certain way if I'm gonna go run some crazy distance. So it keeps me with a good balance for how I live my life. That's why I love running since I discovered it.
My name is Jardy. I joined Bronx Soul January. I heard about them during Global Running Day last year. I had been running by myself, like on and off, but wasn't really consistent, so I was looking for a crew to kind of just get myself started. Turns out they're right behind my house, and I've known about them. Found out in June and kind of slacked, but I finally made it out in January. I do it for self-care. I'm a teacher, so instead of drinking a bottle of wine, I'd rather run some miles. So I'm here, I ran my first half thanks to the preparation with Bronx Soul, and I am signed up for like 6 more races till the end of the year, hopefully running the marathon next year. Who knows? So.
When we first started, there was only 9 of us, the very first run. But then that winter, when winter came, it was like 3 of us running in the cold. But now, like this past winter, we had up to at least almost 20 people running in the winter, and now it's getting warmer, so we always get, the most we've ever had in one run, like in the summer, was 48 people. Ultimately, the end goal is to, hopefully we could get like a brick and mortar. If we could get a building and we could get an indoor track. So, because a lot of people don't want to come out when it rains, you know, and these are people we're trying to, we're not like a regular running group. We're trying to reach people sitting at home on their couch. It's not the easiest thing to do, to motivate someone to come out. We run through the projects. We run down all the major streets, all the major avenues, so that people see us. People are yelling from the cab, yelling from the bus, you know, cheering us on. But when we go like through the projects, we're passing out cards because we want them to come out. And we've gotten some people, they come out and they run with us. But we want to get like a brick and mortar, and not just for running programs, but we need programs where we can teach people about financial literacy. We can teach people home ownership. We can teach people how to save. We want somebody to sit with people and go over their bills and show them how they can save money so that they can own something. Those are things that we don't have in our community that we need and we can do ourselves. We don't need other people to come here and do it.
And what are the demographics of the group that run, like from how old to how young? Or
it ranges. It's got kids. He's 5, all the way up to 60. How old is Angel?
Angel's 71.
Yeah. Everything in the middle. Everything in between that.
And that's what it's for. That's why we have 3 groups. There's a running group, run walk group, and a walking group. So that way, everyone in the family can participate. We don't leave anyone out.
How old is Sam's kids? He comes in a carriage.
Oh yeah, I don't know, but he's not here.
They're babies. He pushes them in a carriage and he runs.
In the stroller, yeah.
This is a social run, so, and then we don't leave anybody behind. We always wait for somebody, so it doesn't matter. So just to get people to come out their house, off their couch, just you know, walk.
Our new motto is your health, your hood, your history. We want people to come out, you know, because of their health, because it's their hood, and learn their history. We take people around to places and they just get mesmerized because we have things here that they passed all day, every day of their life, and they didn't even know it existed. Like the Lincoln Memorial was carved here in the Bronx. Like the Capitol Dome, that was a symbol. I mean, it was made here in the Bronx and then shipped down the river to DC. Those are things that I found fascinating that I felt other Bronxites would find fascinating. So in a nutshell, what we want is we just want our community to come out and be active with us because we can solve this health problem together.
Bronx Soul forever! All the way up! Bronx Soul goes all the way up! It was incredible because I'm walking in my neighborhood and they had a flyer on a light pole. And like, hey, want to run the Bronx? Want to see interesting things? I'm like, wow, that looks cool. Because I used to run by myself. So I came down here ever since then. I've been hanging out with them and running with them.
From the Bronx?
I'm from the Bronx.
Where you from? What's your block?
144th Street, Grand Concourse, right down the block. My mother's still there. I know the whole neighborhood and I love running. And it's incredible because people go, oh my God, the Bronx is bad. Well, if you grew up here, it's not. it's easy. You know it, but it's like you're running to family. Like, hey, what's up? What's going on? And everybody supports us. We run through every block in the Bronx. People always show us love. It's a good thing. The Bronx is getting rid of that negative connotation. Oh my God, the Bronx is bad. The Bronx is not bad. The Bronx is beautiful. The Bronx is fun, and the Bronx has a lot of history. People need to see that.